We're all tired of airline luggage fees, fighting for overhead bin space, and packing a carry-on suitcase only to have it be taken away at the boarding gate. In today's video, I'll be sharing the simple and effective packing hacks that travelers are using to board the flight with just a personal item bag. Let's kick things off by breaking down the 3 big problems with carry-on travel today that you definitely need to be prepared for before you head to the airport. These problems include hidden carry-on suitcase fees, forced gate check-in, and passengers becoming gate lice. And trust me when I say, nobody wants to be gate lice. Not a good look. Airlines used to include both a carry-on suitcase and a personal item bag in your personal economy ticket price. However, many airlines now only allow a personal item with your ticket, and if you want to bring a carry-on suitcase, you're going to need to pay extra. These hidden luggage fees can quickly add up, especially on budget airlines. By deciding to travel with just a personal item bag, you'll skip these extra costs altogether. The next problem is that even if you've paid for a carry-on suitcase, there's still a high likelihood that it's going to be checked in at the boarding gate due to limited overhead bin space on the plane. Being forced to check in your suitcase at the boarding gate adds stress since you'll be worrying about whether it'll be delayed, damaged, lost, or even stolen. You may also need things that you packed inside of your carry-on suitcase, such as medications for the flight, and then also things like laptops or other valuables that you would never want to check in, as these should always be kept with you on the plane. On the other hand, a personal item bag is designed to fit under the seat in front of you, so you'll never have to worry about it being checked in at the boarding gate. And the third problem is that passengers are increasingly becoming gate lice, which is an unflattering term that refers to passengers who crowd the boarding area early, trying to get on the plane as quickly as possible and snag overhead bin space before it fills up. Not only does this disrupt the boarding process, but it also creates unnecessary competition among passengers. Some airlines, like American Airlines, are also putting new systems in place that obnoxiously beep and reject travelers who try to board the flight before it's their turn. Which is not only embarrassing, but it means you get sent to the back of the line and you are now the last person to get on the flight. Travelers with just a personal item bag, also known as an underseat bag, avoid becoming gate lice, as well as avoid fighting to board the plane as quickly as possible, since they can relax and board last, knowing that there will be space for their personal item bag at their feet. These carry-on suitcase problems have become a major source of stress for travelers, and it's easy to see how all of that hassle can be avoided by skipping the carry-on suitcase and traveling with just a personal item bag. Now I know what you're probably thinking. How could you possibly pack for a trip in just a personal item bag? Well, don't knock it until you try it, because I think you will be amazed by how much you can pack if you use a few of these strategic packing hacks that I'll be going into next. I've personally used the 3 key hacks that we'll dive into next on dozens of short trips, including my recent 5-day getaway to New York City last weekend. Plus, if you stick around, there's a bonus hack at the end that's going to make flying with a personal item bag at your feet infinitely more comfortable. The first packing hack is one of my favorites because it's not only wildly effective, but it's also very fun to do, which is to army roll or to ranger roll your clothing. The army roll, also known as the ranger roll, is a fun and super easy way to take bulky items like pants and transform them into tight, space-saving bundles. I'll start by showing you how to do this with pants, and then once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to roll everything from t-shirts to jackets into compact bundles that are perfect for fitting into a small space. Take about 3 to 4 inches of the waistband and fold it inside out, creating a small pocket at the top of the pants. Start by laying your pants flat while making sure that they are smooth with no wrinkles or folds and that the legs are aligned. Fold the pants in half lengthwise so one leg is placed directly over the other. Begin rolling the pants tightly from the bottom of the legs. Once the pants are completely rolled up, take the waistband pocket that you created earlier and pull it over the rolled pant legs to secure them in place. I'll link to a video in the description that walks you through how to army roll every piece of clothing that you'll be packing. But for now, the army rolled pants are ready to be packed in your personal item bag. But here's the catch. We're not going to put all of your army rolled bundles directly into a personal item bag. We have one other step to do first. The second hack to fit everything that you need for a short trip in just a personal item bag is to use packing cubes with a compression feature. Sticking all of your army rolled clothing into a packing cube and then using the compression zipper lets you squeeze out all of the extra air, shrinking the cube down even further. Compression packing cubes will make any bulky stack of clothing transform into a compact, tight cube, and it's going to blow your mind by how much extra space you end up freeing up with this one simple step, which we will talk more about as we get into the third packing hack, as it's probably going to be the most important factor in being able to pack everything you need in just one bag. But first, you might be thinking that rolling pants tight and squeezing them into a compression cube is a fantastic hack to save space and pack more. However, it does come with one major downside: wrinkles and creases. I guess that makes two major downsides. And that's why I'm excited to have partnered with Halara on this video to introduce to you their line of Flex Denim. These aren't just super comfortable, they're practically magic with their wrinkle-resistant fabric. You can roll these stretchy pants into tight, space-saving bundles, and they'll unroll at your destination, ready to wear. And trust me when I say, the Flex jeans are not only infinitely more comfortable to wear on a flight as well as during your travel, but they're also lighter and much easier to roll up than regular jean material. In addition to the Flex Denim, there's a wide variety of styles and colors to choose from, and my personal favorite are their waffle work pants. They're the ideal pants for staying comfy, looking sharp, and minimizing your packing list, since just one pair in a neutral color can be mixed and matched with any top that you decide to bring. All of Halara clothing offers incredible value at an affordable price. Plus, with their sale going on now, you can save even more. Check out the link down in the description to learn more, and if you do get overwhelmed since they have so many styles and so many colors, I highly recommend that you check out the Flex pants. Practical and comfy. The third piece to the puzzle of packing in just a personal item bag is to know the airline's personal item allowance and maximize it. Many travelers make the mistake of using a small sling or a tote bag, not realizing that they could be taking advantage of a much larger personal item, like a full-size backpack, that would still fit within the airline's regulations. This will give you the exact dimensions allowed, so you'll never have to worry about showing up at the airport only to discover that your bag is too big for the sizing bin and can't be brought on the plane to go under the seat in front of you. And once you know those dimensions, make sure you use every bit of that space allowance. By upgrading from a small sling or a tote bag to a larger bag or backpack, you can pack more and still meet the airline's underseat bag guidelines. I personally love using either a full-size backpack or the Nomad Lane bento bag, which opens up like a suitcase but then still fits perfectly under the airline seat in front of me. Both of these options are large enough where I can pack a ton of stuff into them, especially when I'm army rolling and using compression cubes in combination with one of these larger bags. This combination of army rolling, compression packing cubes, and then maximizing my personal item allowance is exactly how I'm able to travel for up to 1 week in just a personal item bag. Traveling with just a personal item can enhance the whole travel experience, since you won't be fighting for overhead bin space or get caught off guard with excessive carry-on suitcase fees. You'll also never have to stress about having your bag checked in at the gate, because there will always be a space for it under the seat in front of you on the plane. And this is where that bonus hack that I mentioned earlier comes into play. It's good to know that your personal item bag needs to be stowed under the seat in front of you for takeoff and landing, but during the flight while you're in the air, you can pull it back and tuck it behind your legs for extra legroom. I'll put a video up on the screen now, as well as link it for you in the description, that shows you step by step how to army roll all of your different clothing types for your next trip. And even if you don't want to roll your clothing, it has some adorable footage of Ollie as a puppy. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us back here for more travel tips and hacks each week, and I will see you in that next video soon. Bye.